Ahoy there! It is currently Sunday the 17th of November and this is actually the first time I'm vlogging anything this week. I've done little bits of recording here and there but not much at all, and it's mostly been down to health issues this week. The first one being my wrist. In some of my videos you've probably noticed that I wear a wrist support when I'm doing anything creative, and the reason for that is most likely it's tendonitis aggravated by RSI. I actually posted a video on my old vlog channel where I sort of went into that in a bit more detail, and I'll link that down below. But what happened was about a week ago at work I lifted something that was far heavier than it was supposed to be, and that just kind of made it a lot more painful. You know, it's one of those, it's why I don't tend to lift heavy things if I can possibly avoid it. I am the kind of person that will do things that I shouldn't necessarily, and because I love doing writing and I love doing drawing and all sorts of fun creative stuff, sometimes I will just push through the pain, but obviously that's not always a good idea, and this week I just decided, you know what, let's just rest it properly. I was making sure I was doing my hand exercises at least 2 times a day, which is what I usually aim for, but I do tend to forget to do them. So this week I've been aiming for sort of 3 or 4 times a day just to try and help, and I was only allowing myself to write about a paragraph in the mornings, whereas normally I'm writing for about an hour, just because I needed to do something creative. When I'm not doing anything, it drives me absolutely insane, basically. You know, it's my biggest outlet from doing other things, you know, whatever it is, writing, drawing, sculpting, anything like that. It's just like, I need to do it. When I don't, it does put me into a bit of a funk. I try not to let it, but sometimes it can be really hard, especially like this time where it's been for the whole week. Then Thursday I was intending on finishing tomorrow's vlog, editing that, but when I put the computer on I just felt like I was on the fringes of an ocular migraine, which unfortunately is something I've had quite a few of now. They're not fun, and I don't push through those, because if I do, I think I've only done it like once or twice and it's just resulted in a full-blown migraine, and yeah, it's just, you know, it wipes me out for like 2 days if that happens. I just feel exhausted, so yeah, I don't do that. So I just shut the computer down and just watch TV for the rest of the night. You know, I'm far enough away from that screen that it's not going to affect me. Yeah, so it's kind of sucked this week, but you know, like I said, I try not to let it get to me, but it has got me thinking. Again, when I have downtime like this, it does help me sometimes to process other things. I've got a couple of videos lined up where they're not vlog centric, so there's a couple of drawing ones, unboxing ones, and that kind of thing. And what I'm thinking is, initially I was going to do them as an alternate to the vlog, so like have a vlog and then when they're ready I would just post that instead. But I think rather than doing that, because by the time this video goes up I should be able to do weekly vlogs, post them weekly. So that got me thinking, it seems a bit silly putting these other videos in place of the vlogs, so why not do them as an extra? And what I'm thinking at the moment is alternate Saturdays. I'm not sure why, but it just seems like a good idea. Most of the YouTubers I watch tend to post on Fridays. There are some that post on other days, but the majority are Fridays, so I don't want to post on a Friday for that reason. Yeah, so I'm thinking Saturday's probably going to be best. That's why I'm doing Mondays and Saturdays, because some of the others, I think Wednesday's the other really high upload schedule day, at least for the people I watch. Sounds about right anyway, because it threw me the first time it happened, because it used to just be Fridays and I'd get like 10, 11 notifications, whatever, and the first time I got more on it must have been, like I say, Wednesday. I completely threw me what day it was because of it. But yeah, I've also subscribed to a few new channels since that happened. I've got, obviously, the creative people I've followed. Well, they're all creative, but like arts and crafts, Mariah, Jazza, Nerdy Crafter, Ace of Clay, North of the Border. There's a whole load more, but those are the main ones I think of. A couple of more vlog sort of cozy types, Bailey J and Froggy Crossing, and then I've got a whole bunch of writing channels. Originally I just had one writing and one booktube, but actually that's kind of increased recently. Just, yeah, sometimes it's nice to have multiple sources of input for writing, and it always helps me when they kind of all say the same thing. I don't see it as repetitive. I see that as I'm on the right track, basically. So that's always good. That's going to be enough waffle for now. This is going to be a much shorter vlog because of, like I say, I've not really recorded anything. But what I want to get done today is finish editing tomorrow's video as best I can. I'm not sure if I'll get the voiceover done today or tomorrow. Just see what happens. So there's that, and something else. Oh yeah, I need to update. I'm working on a writing video, so I need to update that one, and hopefully do some work on a couple of other projects, but I'm going to still take it easy as far as my risk goes. Don't want to overdo it and put myself back with healing, so because that's never a good idea. So I will catch up with you in a bit. Monday and I have scheduled today's video to go up. I've just got to do the thumbnail for it, which I'm going to do a little bit later, because what I want to do now is get into some artwork for an upcoming video that I'm in the process of doing. Yeah, so I did find some footage that was supposed to go in the last vlog, so that's going in this one, just to make it that bit longer, because as I say, I really didn't record much at all. Yeah, so that is it for this one, guys, and I will catch you next time.